What is up, folks? This is GuitarFlat, and welcome to another episode of GuitarFlat Island. Today we're going to try and keep it a little short. I'm recording this the day of. This is Friday. Hopefully I get this up Friday. I kind of felt bad for not getting anything up Wednesday. I just was so swamped with the project. In fact, I'm still pretty tired. I've got it done now, but it's been like 3. You don't go to bed you don't go to bed before 3:30 type mornings or days. So low sleep. So I haven't been on the server very much. I actually didn't really have anything to make an episode of. Wednesday. And in fact, this morning I woke up late. I was gonna record this earlier. I had a appointment this morning to take care of. You know when you wake up and it's, let's say you have something you wanted to do at 8 or 9 or 9:30 or something, and in your mind you're like, yeah, I'm gonna set my alarm, wake up at this, before this, get ready and do this. But instead, you wake up and it is the time of the appointment. It is 8 or it is, 9:30, and you're acting like Shia LaBeouf from Transformers, going no, the whole time you're getting ready and the whole time you're trying to get to where you gotta be, just no, until you get there. Yeah, that was this morning. I had something to do and I woke up at the time I was supposed to do it and just got out of my place lightning quick, and yeah, that was not a pleasant way to start the day. And I mean, it's just because I was tired. So I wanted to show off what I have been working on this week. I've been putting the turtles to work. Putting Starscream to work. I found this hollow hill not too far away from my portal. Went in there, cleared the treasure, knocked out some stuff, and then came through here with the turtle. So he didn't finish this row because we had to update the server. We're running the new Minecraft pack 8.2, I believe. And I wonder if there's anything left. There's a few things still spawning and stuff. No big deal. I gotta come through here and maybe pick clean the rest of it. I just had to stop the turtle because of the update. Because I was gonna bring this all the way to bedrock, but I mean, I got most of what was important out. So, I'm trying to keep things pseudo-realistic with my building on this Feed the Beast setup. So, this is a mining operation. What does a mining operation need? It needs a mining rig. So this is my non-OSHA compliant mining rig. It's not pretty. Most industrial things are not. It's just because it was built with cobble real quick. Because I didn't want to spend more time building this tower than it would have taken to actually mine out the giant hole. So it's all made of cobble and wood. It's not very pretty, but the idea was just to have a large rig, so the mining seemed plausible and realistic, kind of. It's not OSHA compliant because it's not very safe. I mean, first of all, it's not built in solid ground. So realistically, this thing could probably topple. In fact, the turtle broke this corner here while it was doing the flippin' mining project. So definitely not safe. If you're wondering about all the jumping, boot to the traveler, ba-boom, ba-boom. Alrighty. The ladder doesn't have safety features. It's not like a safety cage thing, so in case you fall backwards or something, none of that happening. And then even once you get to the top, there's no safety rails. You're like way high up. And there's not very much space to move around here. So definitely not a safe safety rig. I would not have. I've actually worked, not this last summer, but a summer before. I worked at a chemical processing plant, and there were some pretty big, tall rigs there for just distillation tower stuff, and where they had a bunch of other equipment. I'm not the chemical engineer, the mechanical engineer. I'm not quite sure what all the chemical processing equipment is off the top of my head by looking at it, but I mean, lot of like the heat exchangers, pumps and stuff. A lot of that I was familiar with, which that was a big shock whenever I went to go work there. You know, when you're learning about these things, you see it all in a book. You know, you see it on TV or in a movie or something, yeah, or a video game even, like the one Black Ops level, Meltdown. Meltdown's got a lot of, you know, chemical and energy type equipment, but you know, it's nothing until you actually see it in person. You know, when you see it in person, it's so much different. It's crazy. That was a lot of fun too. That I was doing that as an internship, and it was definitely a great experience. Got to learn a lot about production, chemicals and production and stuff. But anyway, back to this setup here. What I had going on was the turtle was doing his excavate thing. Whenever he got full, you know, the turtle drops off the stuff at the starting point. If there's a chest, he'll put it in a chest, which there is. The chest gets pumped out, and things hit this first diamond pipe in which they're sorted. Everything in the yellow went to void. So, you know, dirt went to void, cobble. Cobble went to two places. I didn't want all the cobble, so I kind of let cobble get randomly voided a lot. So, here was the first attempt at voiding it. Marble, I didn't need marble, so that all got voided. Aluminum ore is useless right now, or it was prior to 8.2, hopefully not now, I don't know. Seeds, didn't need seeds. Lily pads, I've started voiding these after I got some, but then I decided I needed some, but the project was already pretty much done. And then cobble goes to the white one, and that goes up. See, here's another chance for voiding, and there's another chance for voiding. If it didn't get voided there or there, it made it to here, and if it ignored these, then it got voided. And, that's not too bad. Chest of stuff. I mean, it was a fairly decent haul. I've been taking some of the stuff back with me. Yeah, there's a lot of resources in these hollow hills. Over here. See, there's those lily pads. This diamond pipe just sorts out, yeah, gravel. It was doing gravel and redstone, but I decided to just let the redstone seep into chests. Pretty much when the thing was almost done, it started seeping into chests. What else happened with this rig? There's something else I was gonna discuss about it. Oh yeah. Huh? No. Can I open a chest with string on it? Interesting. That might be useful sometime. Here it is. Diamond transport pipe. The diamond transport pipe is there just to be a filter to keep things from coming back into the chest area. There'll be no backflow. That's all that's for. In case you were wondering. I figured that might look a little confusing. It's just a filter. It just blocks out everything it blocks out everything from flowing back. So this is my non-OSHA compliant mining rig. I really like it. I'm going to try and implement a better design next time I have to do a mining project. But I definitely want to keep building towers for like mining things. You know, just for the sake of realism, plus it's fun. I think some of the fireflies I mined, I put them just onto the rig, just to kind of keep with the Twilight thing. So, all in all, this is it. It took a little while to build, but it was fun. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that, because that actually turned out. Get out of here, damn mosquitoes! That turned out a lot cooler than I really thought it was going to be. So I might do something with this. I don't know, because if I could bring the ground, around, so it like kind of, you know what I mean? So it looks like it's a floating island instead of just a floating pancake. If I bring the ground down and maybe go away, and maybe like round this out so this is a little bit of a smoother transition, then I don't know, it could have a really cool effect. Maybe I put some TNT or something around the edges to kind of give it more of a crater feeling. But that'll be something. See these things. You know what sucks about these things and why I've been so hateful towards them? Look at this. They give you hunger. Like, that's terrible. Hey, why am I stuck? There we go. So as part of the new update, Ray's minimap is not included, and what that is, or why that is because I think Ray's minimap at the moment has a lot of memory leak issues in the current version, but I'm not absolute on that. That's only what I've been reading, and it was like ages ago. So they're using the voxel map. Voxel map's kind of nice though. It renders really well in the corner. The map looks good. To make changes though, I mean, I've done a lot of changes to make it behave like Ray's minimap was, because I didn't like the whole radar setup. I thought the radar thing was kind of cheaty. But you can make it, you can pretty much customize the voxel map to be just like, you know, the minimap was prior to this update. I mean, that's pretty much what I've done. It's exactly the way it was. It just renders, I think it just renders nicer. I probably could have done settings to make the Ray's minimap render nicer, but it was probably designed to, it was probably more balanced for memory use to to actual functionality. Okay, so one more thing I want to do this episode, aside from just kind of show off the OSHA rig and I guess barely talk about my experience in a chemical processing plant, I want to put together I'll put together this bad boy. Like, where am I at? There I am. The Blue Electric engine. Pretty straightforward, pretty simple. I've been putting the parts together for it. These things look really cool. I'm gonna have to try and build some dark engineering blocks. I like the way these look. This like kind of honeycomb pattern. That might be really useful. That might look good for when I get around to making bees, maybe. Put some of this stuff on the ground. We'll see. That'll be for the future, though. But yeah, the engine. So I have been at work making the stuff I need. Since I actually had the diamonds, I made the diamond handsaw. I made the diamond draw plate, which the draw plate, that sucker. Let me show you how to make this guy. This guy was a bit of a pain. You gotta make iron panel strips and diamond panels, which to make the panels, you just had to you chopped off the slab in half, and then to get a slab, you just chopped the diamond block in half. What's kind of nice is, even though, I made these panels, you could go back and break apart the slabs. Was it the slabs? No. You can break apart the panel into diamonds. So, I didn't waste diamonds chopping it apart. And the same thing for the iron. You could turn the iron panels into iron ingots. But that's how you make the draw plate. And what you use the draw plate for is to make these fine copper, fine iron wire, which is what I've done here. Silicone wafers. You need to make silicone wafers to make blue doped wafers. And the way you make silicone wafers is you make a silicone boil, je ne sais quoi. You make that. And to make that, it's just a combination of coal and sand and the alloy furnace. I've been putting the alloy furnace to work. So, I've done that here, which you need these blue doped wafers to make solar panels. I'm starting to convert my crafting tables into these arcane tables, because I really like this. You can just let it hold items, which is fantastic. Love it. So let's make all of these that we can. There we go. And then we're also gonna make some, some wire. I think this is all I need, like insulated wire. Hey. Yeah, blue alloy wire. Wow, you can make a lot of this crap. I don't think I'm gonna need much more than that. There we go. We'll put some of this stuff back in here. My inventory's jacked up. Don't know why. Put these in there. converting the slime balls, as you can see, into rubber. Put that in there for now too. Okay, so we've got our alloy. We've got our solar panels. I'm thinking here, guys. Sorry, I'm like slow-mo brain mode. Okay, let's make our whatever they're called. I think they're like copper coils. Hey, get out of here. Let's see. I'm pretty sure they're copper coils. Uh-huh. We do this number and this. Oh! Boom! I remember things. Copper coils. We need 2 of these bad boys to make the engine. We're also going to need brass ingots, which I've made. Oh, shoot. And brass gears. So brass gears, you make these things. First you got to make wood gears, which is just a pile of sticks. And then to make you'll need to make stone gears. I need to move things up here for storage. I don't have a storage room per se, but 1, 2. So that'll make stone gears. And then we'll need brass. It's kind of like all the metal gears. All the metal gears are pretty much, aside from gold anyway, are pretty much based off of the stone gear. So then we'll get brass gears. We'll put these guys down. Nope, not yet. We need to make the motor. That's it. The motor is a bunch of iron and a little blue alloy ingot. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I think the brass is really interesting because there's not a way to transmute brass, just like there's not a way to transmute bronze, I don't think. But it does, if I remember right, it does have magical properties, yeah. So it's got a little bit of the 2 parts that make it. I don't know, I thought that was really interesting. Kind of cool how Thaumcraft is inching its way into everything. Oop, we need a piece of glass. I don't know why I said that funny. Glass. Boom. And I put away that bronze like a silly individual because I need it. There we go. Which, by the way, when you start actually making like bluetricity stuff, you burn nickelite. Because this used to be all nickelite, and to make all these solar panels and all these blue alloy crap, I had to burn through all that. Like, come on. Okay. So now this should work. We're gonna try it. Here. Yoop. That had stuff in it. Let's put this bad. Hey! That is not connecting how I would like. Dust. My inventory issues. No. Going with the rest of the metals. Why do I have all of this stuff? Can I put anything away in here? Yeah, we'll do that. Okay. Is this one of those things where it goes wherever I face it? Can I run like the wire to that like that? Oh, perfect. Hey, there we go. This is just an experiment, guys, before you start criticizing my setup here. I just want to see if I can get this guy to run in the first place. It doesn't have to be, perfect starting out. Can I do this? No. Okay. Got it. I bet I could just go like that, can't I? Can I do... Yes! Let's get rid of that torch. We're experimenting, so let's see what this does. Do we have a motor that has power? Maybe. I should probably put a lever down and see. It's got juice. It's pumping. But I wonder... Okay, that's not bad. It's not bad at all. Cool. So that'll be... I'm just tired of burning coal in Stirling engines. So if we could just use the bluetricity, that would be great. Probably just need to put more solar panels. If I remember right, I think these things work better given the more energy that goes to them. I'm not sure. The issue, of course, is that this bad boy is not going to be running nighttime. Yeah, nighttime. But I can fix that by just setting up a battery to store energy that's not used during the day. Or maybe I can just only make things during the day. Who knows? I don't know. But that's working now, so I think we're going to call it an episode. Look at that. It's accomplished. I'm going to keep playing around with the bluetricity stuff and hopefully get a setup that I like for it. I'm not sure I want to run the wire like that. This is just kind of an experiment. Maybe I do want to run the wire like that. Because I bet I could put another engine right there and have the same effect. Is there a furnace or an oven for bluetricity? Yeah, there is. Blue electric furnace. Because it would be kind of cool if I could run the blue electric furnace on top of this, and then just this whole macerator setup, or not macerator, sorry, this whole pulverizer setup just went to, all through bluetricity. That might be cool. I might play with that idea around a little bit, depending on how good the furnace is. I don't know. Anyway, that's enough rambling. Thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully this episode's short. We'll see. It felt short. So, oh, you can fall through there. Till next time, guys. Oh, and thanks for watching, of course, as always. I really appreciate how supportive you guys have been lately with the channel thing and the views and stuff. I can make this. Yes. I really appreciate it. Really love the comments lately. So, thanks. What the heck happened here? Thanks for all of that, and I will chat with you guys next time. Ooh, sunset. Alright, hasta luego.